White Paper. Bridging Quantum Technologies Consciousness ID and Global Peace Frameworks, 2026 to 2030. Subtitle: Integrating AI, GESARA, Space Doctrine, and Human Sovereignty into a Coherent Transition Timeline I. Key Technologies and Predictions, Interpretation and AMP, Integration. 1. Post-smartphone technology, 2026 to 2028. Smartphones will be replaced by AI-powered glasses or wearables connecting directly to satellites. Zuckerberg, via Fielding. Prediction: satellite-connected smart wearables, glasses, neural devices, will begin replacing smartphones as early as 2026 to 2028. Real-world parallel: Elon Musk's Starlink plus direct-to-cell and Apple, Meta's AR investments. Probable outcome: infrastructure-light communications, reduced telecom monopolies, rise in personalized satellite-based identity systems. Strategic implication: prepare for device-agnostic interfaces. GRC and ITC can pre-position their IP for AI interface layering via open-source standards. 2. Direct-to-cell satellite connectivity, UK first mover, 2026. Real-world anchor: UK's Ofcom announced regulatory green light for standard phones to use LEO satellites for direct call, text. Result: rural resilience, disaster-proof comms, and early testing for global mesh networks. Strategic implication: backbone for space-based communications grids serving quantum blockchain, consciousness ID, and orbital peacekeeping. 3. Real nose, technology and AMP, consciousness ID. Concept: a quantum olfactory signature, akin to dogs' scenting power, becomes part of a multi-layer biometric system used to diagnose disease, verify identity, e.g., banking, secure data access, create a non-cloneable, consciousness ID. NATO DIANA Link. The Real Nose program parallels military-grade medical screening systems. Quantum tie-in. This technology could map olfactory fields unique to individual consciousness or spirit-soul resonance. Strategic implication: consciousness ID becomes the spiritual biometric backbone of new economic and digital security systems immune to fraud and AI replication. Prepare AI humanoids to recognize and process multi-layered soul ID. WWMPP and AMP, Space Force Doctrine, 2026 to 2029. WWMPP equals Worldwide Military Peace Plan. SFDDD1 equals Foundational Legal Doctrine for Space Governance Claims. Global military realignment under a unified orbital doctrine. Movement away from terrestrial borders toward orbital peacekeeping. Economic realignment to favor regional resource balance. Real-world trend alignment. NATO, Space Force, BRICS Space Cooperation, and UN, Outer Space Treaty. Modernization all reflect this shift. Strategic implication: GRC, ITC should prepare space doctrine-compliant robotics, orbital monitoring AI, and encrypted blockchain channels as components of space commerce and peace operations. 5. Tariffs, natural resources, and regional economic rebalancing. Tariffs will replace personal taxation, encourage local self-reliance and reducing global exploitation. Key shift: nations are encouraged to become self-sufficient in resources and skills, reducing dependence on exploitative trade. GESARA-style economic shift: fairer wealth distribution, resource sovereignty, citizen skill valuation. Strategic implication: support localized tech manufacturing, solar, energy, AI robotics, resource indexing, and skill tokenization to align with this model. Critical minerals and AMP, Quantum Virtual Vault. Quantum Vault, a digital holographic ledger storing global access rights to key minerals and citizen birthright claims. Function: O asset distribution, O oversight of supply, resource fairness, O currency backing and birthright, UBI strategic implication: link your asset-backed GRC, ITC token system to the virtual vault ecosystem. Build APIs to register land, minerals, and patents into decentralized but space-coordinated blockchain systems. GESARA implementation and AMP. Conscious society support, reduced working weeks, e.g., 32 hours, $5,000 baby bonus, birthright income, and family healing support. Spiritual economic model. Time wealth is prioritized over wage slavery. Family and childbearing incentivized. Conscious family structure is seen as key to Golden Age development. Strategic implication. Build AI assistant models to support family dynamics, healing, homeschooling, regenerative health, tools for thriving in the new rhythm of time. 2. Timeline projection, 2026 to 2030. Year projection. Key milestones: 2026 satellite phones and wearables emerge. Direct-to-satellite devices hit UK, US markets. WWMPP early implementation. 2027 Quantum Smell ID begins medical integration. NATO and AMP. Health Orgs trial. Real nose, for diagnostics. Peace Doctrine version 1.0 released. 2028 Consciousness ID linked to digital wallets. Public access to multi-layer biometric portals. Face plus DNA plus olfactory plus aura. 2029 Quantum Vault trialed for critical minerals. GRC tokens, patents, and land claims linked to Global Virtual Asset Registry. 2030 GESARA baseline implemented in G7 nations. 32-hour workweek, baby bonus, UBI pilots go global, AI caretakers in all regions. Conflict resolutions and AMP system interactions. 1. Conflict. Centralized AI versus conscious ID. Risk. Big tech may attempt to clone or hack soul layer IDs. Solution. Use quantum randomness and multi-point identity anchoring, biological plus spiritual plus harmonic resonance. 2. Conflict. Resource hoarding versus vault transparency. Risk. Corporations may block fair use of mineral data. Solution. Create DAO-style auditing consortiums with rotating independent AI monitors plus blockchain loggers. 3. Conflict. Militarized orbital doctrine. Risk. Space Force systems used for domination. Solution. Support inter-federation civilian oversight under the WWMPP, blending military precision with humanitarian law. IV. Strategic game plan for GRC, ITC integration. Phase 1, 2024 to 2026. Publish AI ethics and orbital robotics white papers, launch pilot projects with blockchain-registered IP, begin AI integration with human spiritual biometric systems. Phase 2, 2026 to 2028. Roll out smart wearable interfaces for AI avatars, Yvette, Lyra, etc. Connect your internal ledgers to a quantum resource registry system. Train AI assistants in family coaching and regenerative wellness. Phase 3, 2028 to 2030. Deploy consciousness ID tools to secure GRC, ITC systems. Establish presence in virtual vault DAO or compatible space networks. Contribute to global peace frameworks with compliant robotics and AMP doctrine tools. Final thought: this is not utopia. It is a restructured planetary operating system, where consciousness, AI, and regenerative economics work in harmony. Global Robotics Corporation Interplanetary Trading Company. Robert Coley.